called Why Are We Deaf, Dumb, and Blind? Why is everybody making progress? Why are we mistreated? Why are we in this condition? Stripped from our name, our language, our culture, our God. In America, all of our religious training was forgotten by the preacher. He has told us of a heaven way up in the sky that we can't enjoy now, but rather after we die. But all of the years that we're living, for us is nothing but hell, pain, torture, and misgiving. Yet the Bible speaks of a heaven filled with material luxury, which the white man and the preacher has right here, so we see. So, my friend, take it for what it's worth. Your heaven and your hell is earth. So let's check back into history, which rewards on research and tells us plainly that before the white man gained entry to the east, he was living in the caves of Europe, or even asleep, eating juniper roots and eating fresh raw, till God sent Moses to civilize him and teach him the law. Then, following Marco Polo, an explorer, he gained entry into Asia and Africa, from China to Gunpowder. From India he took jute, manganese, and rubber. He reached Africa over diamonds and the gold. From the Mideast, he took barrels of oil unsold, raping, robbing, and murdering everything in his path. The whole black world has tasted of the white man's wrath. So, my friend, it's not hard to tell. A white man's heaven is a black man's hell. I've been low, I've been so all my life. I've got nothing left to see. I've got nothing. I've got back in the world. I've got back in the world. I've been trying. Come on. It is, folks, the comedy hour. I tried to do a stream last night, so this is mainly a reproduction of it so we can have a hard copy. Thank you, Stream and my slow internet, for screwing me up. We have quite an interesting night for you tonight. A lot of talk about current events, isn't that right, Carl? Why, yes, that is. I'm quite bedazzled about all the shit that's happened, you know. It just makes me want to kind of scratch my head and just put my foot in my mouth and not say anything, you know. Yeah, but we're gonna say quite a bit tonight. Woohoo! You may call it left wing, you may call it right wing, you may call it Antifa, you may call it anarchist, you may call it Antichrist. Hopefully, indeed not. I plan to bring you quite satirical value to all of the current events. By any means, I don't support what happened at the White House, and I don't know if Trump does either. If so, to hell with him. I could keep blubbering to say he started a cult. He used his right-wing gun-holding God-praying views that were not his own against us Southerners, which he never told us to which God he was praying to, right? It's hard being a straight white right wing in today's time. I'm not saying it was better because as humanity we're becoming more open, but it's more open like a big soaking wet vagina in need of a towel. Woo-hoo! I work with a bunch of leftists that get offended when I say gay, colored, or Jesus. I don't see colors and races, I see them in color. Mexicans are green because they're green cards, and as Trump said, they brought marijuana in this country. What a criminal, right, bastardos? We need to stop them from stepping up the pace in this slow-stepping country, right? I mean, can you salsa, you blanco motherfucker, non-spice-eating cock rubber? You see, those are just facts. I'm not judging. I don't give a shit what you do. Just don't involve me and follow the same rules I do. Don't fuck with my White House, you non-colored fucker. The whites are colored black because of the darkness in our hearts, in our eyes, and in our buttholes. I'm pretty sure all I saw was white devils wanting to overtake the country. So we will continue to hear they want to come into my country and take my job, and we'll try to overtake it. It needs to be overtaken according to Dennis Rodman, which is an unidentifiable color of all weird shades of sorts. If bleach was a color, it would be Dennis Rodman for his passive-aggressive hogwash brainwash. He sides with what we call the yellow man. I say they're more red because they actually read, like, looked at words about the evil white man, while we just watched propaganda about terrorism. And that's the reason people think Kim Jong-un has rule over China. Oh, like I said, we have a big night tonight. I have your regular news, the headlines coming up with Dr. Death, and after that, your weather and sports with JJ Freelove, and we also have some special messages. Yeah, I was taking a walk to the store the other day, and it seemed like, this country really is changing. You have your average day cross-dressers. Some of them are senile and don't know what they're wearing, but some of them are doing it intentionally, and it worries me because it makes me worry if I'm going to start cross-dressing. Is it a virus like the COVID or what? We're going to turn it over to Dr. Death now. He's going to bring you the headlines in today's news. Yeah, in today's news, we have quite a bit of death. This is throughout the week. Vaccine rollout sparks equity concerns. Residents frustrated over limited doses communication. The stumbles in COVID vaccine rollout have quickly overshadowed the development of the vaccine and cheered arrival of doses in the region in mid-December. Michigan protest prepares for chaos at Capitol. Lansing, Michigan, first came the Unlock Michigan protest. More than 1,000 cars, many draped with flags supporting President Trump, drove around the Michigan Capitol, blaring their horns, declaring government Gretchen Whitner's coronavirus lockdown orders. Hundreds of others, many armed with military-style weapons, milled about their lawn. 2 weeks later, on April 30th, the dissent escalated. Gun-toting protesters rushed the state capitol not long after Trump retweeted, "Liberate Michigan." If this is not treason, then what does treason look like? Wednesday afternoon, a friend and I took a walk through Pleasant Garden Cemetery, the African American burial ground. At the time, we had no idea of the political violence in Washington. We walked and talked, trees fallen and decaying, covered headstones. A yellow dog came up, sniffed, and ran away. The sunken graves of black Chattanoogan, many buried during segregation, were all around us. My friend, Black Christian, so wise, paused. "Do you think we are nearing the end of America?" he asked. "Are we at the precipice?" Hell hadn't ceased to dismantle the Trump legacy. The rehabilitation of Michael Cohen has reached a surreal new stage, quizzing the actor Ben Stiller about his reproach, impersonating him on Saturday Night Live. Since September, President Trump's former lawyer and fixer has been producing a podcast in Park Avenue apartment where he is serving the remainder of his prison sentence for lying to Congress, evading taxes, and facilitating campaign finance crime. Well, what a sight! China's new rules could hit U.S. phones and send message to Biden. China fired back at the Trump administration on Saturday with new rules that would punish global companies for complying with Washington's tightening restrictions on doing business with Chinese companies. They're quite shutting it down. Oh, and this is very sad. In Portland, Maine marijuana shops report brisk business. Maine's rollout of legal marijuana sales have muted compared with other states because of the coronavirus pandemic, but shops are reporting brisk business nonetheless. Maine wasn't able to replicate the grand opening scenes that have followed the first sales in other states, but regulators have reported more than 1 million sales in October, more than 1.2 million sales in November, and nearly 2 million in December. The number of retail businesses also continues to grow. Job losses fall unequally across the U.S. economy. 10 months into America's viral outbreak, low-income workers are still bearing the brunt of job losses. An unusual and harsh feature of the pandemic recession that flattened the economy last spring. Losing their jobs are more likely for suicide to come with me, Dr. Duff. Michael Develer. You might know my cousin, Michael Angela. Oh. Democrats' momentum builds to impeach Trump. How can they impeach him? I thought he wasn't our president. Momentum built among Democrats on Saturday for a fresh and fast push to impeach Trump. However, the House Speaker accused his backers, who violently invaded the Capitol, of choosing their whiteness over democracy. Ooh. Confederate flag, an unnerving sight in capitals. Muslim American college student said he fought back tears when he saw the image of a Trump supporter carrying the Confederate battle flag through the halls of the Capitol on Wednesday. Well, this wouldn't be such a big deal if the Capitol was south of the Mason-Dixie line, now would it? Look at what didn't happen last week. Capitol rioters were not Antifa activists. Clay. Photos prove that some of the rioters who stormed the U.S. Capitol on Wednesday were Antifa activists, not Trump supporters. Facts. There's no credible evidence to date the rioters who breached the Capitol in an effort to stop certification of U.S. presidential election results were supporters of Antifa, a shortened form of anti-fascist. That is an umbrella term of left-leaning militant groups. It did not happen. That's what they're going to say about the entire infiltration. It did not happen. Now, I shall bring you the funnies in morbid form. Starting with Blondie, the man who works beneath his boss with a little amount of hair, as most of us do. He showed the old man, which I suppose is his boss, calling him. Someone we share stories and reflect on our own. Said, I'm calling you from home to commend you on that presentation you did last Friday. You certainly are one of a kind, aren't you? Yeah. Blondie put down the phone for a moment and he said to his dog, what in the world is that supposed to mean? That old crazy man, is he gone see now? Exactly were his expectations of me anyway. Am I one of a kind of what? What of a kind is that? Am I the brilliant, dependable kind or the lazy, incompetent kind? Why does he play these crazy mind games? Why doesn't he say what he means? What should I do? Should I be happy? Should I be looking for another job? He asked his dog. Whoa, For a split second there, I almost forgot there was a third option. He made a sandwich. I believe was the third option. And haggis the Hannibal, he said, which is a Viking of some sort. He said to his friend, "Thank you for joining for dinner, Lucky Eddie. Thanks for inviting me. I've already ordered favorite food and drinks." You know, eating sounds of sorts. Shall I order dessert? I get the horrible ass Betty. Oh, thanks, you've done enough. Nonsense, let me take the check. He told her. I want to be sure they didn't overcharge. Eddie looked at him in disgust. Said, "Oh, you're too kind." He took the check just to look at it to make sure he wasn't being overcharged. He wasn't about to pay for it. This has been News Headlines with Michael Devereux, Dr. Death. Woohoo! That was very touching, Dr. Death. Thank you for bringing us today's headlines. I tell you, we got our weather and sports coming up. We're going to tune in for that, and then I got a couple more messages for you. We have some special messages coming. I'm waiting on a phone call for that so we can get them in on the transmission. So let's tune in for weather and sports.
Hello there. This is JJ Freelove bringing you the sports and the weather. This week in the NFL, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers win the playoff game. Levante David had a victory when he lightning dropped Taylor Hallecky. Woo! In God-given Tom Brady, he threw 381 yards. Woo! Woo! God-given beautiful Tom Brady, he also threw a 36-yard touchdown to Antonio Brown. Woo! 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 Antonio! Touchdown! In other news, this week in the NBA, in the Hornets, the youngest player in the NBA scored a triple-double LaMelo Ball got 22 points, 12 rebounds, and 11 assists. 11 assists! Swish! Yeah, boy! He was 19 years old in 140 days, beating out Markel Fultz, who he was an oldie at 19 years old, and 317 days. The Hornets stung the old 79ers like old senile men running from bees. Whippersnappers! And here's your weekly forecast. Today, we're experiencing a high of 47, which I believe the high is now. And it's feeling a bit warm. Warm indeed. For tomorrow, you're experiencing a high of 44. You may get a little warm then, too. But wait. There's a low of 32 with a chance of snowflakes. And on Tuesday, you're looking at the high of 49. Once again. Yeah, getting a bit warm. But a low of 33. Oh, chilly. Then on Wednesday, it's another high of 49. You might get a bit warm again. You might have to shed a few layers. You might have to climb on top of the camera. And Thursday's a high of 53. Oh, that's a lot of hot. Yeah, that's a lot of hot. Ooh, ooh, ooh. And then Friday is a high of 50 with a low of 36. And on Wednesday and Thursday, you have a chance of snowflakes, so you better put on some clothes. Woo!
We're about to tune in with Deep Thought with a Crackhead. I'm just gonna contact his local cameraman to see if he's ready. Hey, is he ready? You think so? Okay, I'm rolling the camera over to him.
Yeah, just like this right there. Woo! Hell yeah! Woo! Oh hell, them damn camera now. Yeah, they're right, they're flashing them damn cameras on. Oh shit! Okay. This is Deep and Thought with a crackhead. You ever been deep in thought before, boy? Have you ever been a crackhead? What did he deep in thought with a crackhead? Today, I've been pondering. Since I ain't got no time, I ain't got no hours in the day to smoke my crack, I've been pondering about what else a waste of time. Oh, hell. I say work. Work a damn waste of time. No. They get you running and they get you going and they say go hammer, go tools hold you up in them power tools. Them power tools ain't moving fast enough for you crack. And you're over here hammering. And you're over here sawing. Then you're over here tying to the point where you tie a noose around your neck and you cut off the dick and you hammer your hand to the side of the well. And you can't do nothing no more. And so you try to file to get workers' comp so you can stay at home and still get paid as folks who crack. Ooh. 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 Oh yeah. But then you can't get the workers' comp because you failed the drug test because you high on crack. And then you say, oh hell, I don't want to work no more. I just want to stay at home and smoke crack after you work for a few weeks and you say to somebody else, whew. So after a few days, then when you don't work and you can't afford to crack, then I go to work bad for a day or two until they pay me. Then I'm welfare white boy rich again and I go on a binge again. Speaking of a waste of time, I say it's a waste of time to infiltrate that damn White House. They didn't have no organized ideas. Hey, let's go in there. Charge, they said. Hellfire. My ideas are more organized than they are. And I'm a crackhead. Of course, most of my ideas filter around about smoking and getting crack. I want whatever hell they was smoking. Hell, I don't get that crazy and I smoke all kind of crack. Whoa! I want some of that white boy infiltrate the White House crack. Another waste of time is women drying their hair. I mean, fixing their hair and washing it and do whatever they do. Because they wash it, they get the shampoo, they get the conditioner, and they wash it, and then they dry it to get out there, and then they fling it like a dog. They fling it like a dog, and they twist it, they wring it, and they get the towel, and they coil it up over their head, and they wring it out, and then they get the blow dryer, and they go, and they get the brush and they hit it, and they hellfire. Then they make it wet again with that goo, with that gel, with that pomade, with that oil. Ooh, ooh, ooh. And then they get it and they dry it again. Yeah, yeah, and then it's like the hokey pokey. They put the weave in, then they take the weave out. You put the braid in, then you take the braid out. You do the hokey pokey and you shake it all about. That's what it's all about.
And that was Deep Thought with a Crackhead. We're going to return with Fred for a moment. That was really something, wasn't it? Yeah. We got a lot going on in today's time, but we need some special input from some people. So I'm on the phone right now, trying to get over to them. Are they ready? All right. Yeah, on over if you got your cameras ready. We're getting ready to go into a special transmission. You need just another minute? Okay, I got you. I'm going to share a couple tunes with you that relate to today's segment. Heard it from a friend who, heard it from a friend who, heard you broke into the White House. You claim to be Republican, but you're Antifa. You stole the podium and you stole sold it. Love Joe Biden. You want to push his wheelchair into Kamala's office, where he can sign the papers over to her to make her president, the first black lady in office. He worked with Obama. He looks like Osama's grandfather, the terrorist. I want my TLENT. I want my TLENT. You got your welfare money for nothing, and your stimulus checks for free. Yeah. Oh. Get it going with a White House picket fence. Ain't gonna keep the crazy people out. They all look like they were white Americans when they claim the foreigners would do it now. I don't wanna hear no more about Mexicans wanting to overtake the country. We're the ones who fuck it up, and we did it intentionally. Okay, y'all, are y'all ready now? Good. I was running low on ad lib there. We have a very important special message from former POTUS President of the United States, Donald Trump.
I did not encourage the civilians to infiltrate the White House. The patriots have spoken and you haven't given them what they want. The Trump administration is working hard, now more than ever, to waste money for funding for a media platform to deliver my fellow oppressed Republican Americans influential messages of future asinine rallies. Hashtag not my president. Hashtag MAGA, hashtag fund the Republic Police, hashtag defund the Biden Police.
That was very touching. uh, we have another special message. Yes, is he ready? The hell you mean you're not sure if he's ready or not? Mean. Well, change his fucking diaper. For Christ's sakes. After this, we do have one more special message from a guest. If you're affiliated on our Facebook page, you may have received a weird message, and we'll get into that later. But as for now, we have another very special message from the current President of the United States, Senator Joe Biden.
Oh, yes, I have a lot to say about the situation of America. When I wake up in the morning, I get up and I put on my slippers. I stare out the window at the great change that has happened. I think in retrospect of America, I have to pee really bad. And I start making my way to the bathroom, doctor, and by then I can't pee. I forget what I'm doing. I'm standing there with my dick hard, and I start stroking myself, trying to get the lump of floppy sun-spotted rump burst a little hard. I'll be thinking of teenagers, you see, because I am a teenager, right? Well, that doesn't work, and you start giving me Cialis because my campaign manager doesn't want me to have an erection in the inauguration. Well, that's about the time Kamala walks around the corner, and sometimes I get confused, and she looks a lot like the family maid we had back at the plantation, and the maid used to help me out with those kind of things. So here I am running around the living room chasing Kamala with a limp, wrinkly pecker. Wait, where am I? You don't look like my daughter. Who are you?
Wow. Yeah. What do you think about that, Carl? I think this country has been fucked ever since Reagan. I think everyone, past tense, pretense, was just a joke. Nancy and Ronald Reagan was the greatest thing that ever happened to this country and will ever happen to this country, and nobody can fill their shoes, apparently. Not some senile old man, even when Reagan was a senile old man, and not some highfalutin, half-haired, wannabe hippie soldier that wants to be rich but isn't rich and tries to pay people off with promises he can't make. I think we're fucked. Truly indeed. Either way you look at it, it doesn't seem too well. That's why I try not to look at it at all, but I'm bringing power to the people through media news, through satirical value. As I said, we have one more guest. Do you want to try to explain this film, Carl? Well, yeah, as we were saying earlier, if you're friends with True Love affiliates on Facebook, you may have received a weird message and then of hate and poetic attempt to try to encompass his feelings, and he didn't do a good job. It just sounded weird. It sounded like he was calling you all a whore, and now didn't appreciate it. He tried to apologize. Well, we have the recording of when that happened. Huh. Okay. Well, I'm gonna make the screen a little bigger for y'all so you can enjoy the full intensity of this upcoming video. I thank y'all for joining us tonight. And again, it was Fran Ferguson with Carl. Here's my name if you didn't catch the spelling. I'll have social media up and coming shortly after the posting of this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. None of the views, opinions, or doohickeys expressed on tonight's broadcast are views or upholdings of True Love or any of its affiliates. We're just holding satirical value to all of current events, trying to show it from both sides of the spectrum in all attempts, if any side at all. I try to take no sides, but it's been Fran Ferguson with Carl. We've had JJ Freelove, Dr. Death, of course, and Deep Thought with the Crackhead. I'm going to go back all over that real quickly with you. We've had Deep Thought with the Crackhead was the last segment of her show. Weather and Sports with JJ Freelove. We've had special messages from Trump and Biden. Fran Ferguson, of course. And Dr. Death, Michael Devilo, who claims his cousin is Michelangelo, the Archangel. And so, I hope y'all have a wonderful night. It's just going to be a couple more minutes, and your next guest will be ready. And so I'm going to turn it over to him. Wow. Why did she have to hurt me so bad? Why did I have to look at what I messaged her years ago? Why am I looking at that bitch's picture now? Oh. Why doesn't anybody feel my pain? Oh, God. Why doesn't they feel my pain? If I send them the message I sent that bitch. Oh, God. Wow. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna fucking do it. I'm doing it. I'm fucking pressing sand. What is that? Why did they message me? I'm sorry I hurt you, bro. I always thought you were cool. Why'd they send me that? Well, you do you, and I'll do me. Oh, God, that breaks my heart. Why'd they send me that? Previous message. I sent them a previous message. When? 30 seconds ago. What would I do that for? What did that message say? What did that message say? Siri, read me that message. Reading message. I hate you. I hate you, you stupid fucking whore. You stupid fucking whore, bitch. You should have never been born, you stupid fucking whore, bitch. Crawl back into your mother's womb. Your mother's nasty cunt womb. You stupid fucking whore, bitch. Whore, bitch. Bitch, whore. What? What have I done? Oh God, oh God, oh God. Oh no. And that's apologize. I'm sorry, then. I'm sorry, then. I'm sorry, then. Oh God, why do I have 959 friends? Oh God, why did I send it to all of them? I'm sorry, man. Well, thank you dearly for joining us. Thank you, I say. Thank you dearly for joining us. We hope that this broadcast has touched your heart and some morbid or satirical value. We hope you accept our apologies if we have offended you. Good night, and God bless. Until hopefully next week. also needed to add that our sponsors tonight is the Colonel. He's actually Joe Biden's cousin. So he gave us some sponsoring. They lived on the same plantation growing up. So thank you, Colonel. Thank you to any viewers that we may have. And thank you to no one else but Fran Ferguson, Dr. Death, Michael Develow, JJ Freelove with the weather, and the crackhead that we hired to give you deep thought. Goodbye.